Well, I was very lucky that I grew up in a time, well, first of all, I grew up in a town where you could walk to the movie theaters because I grew up in New York City. But when people think about independent film now, they don't really realize that in the 70s, independent film meant movies in another language. And if you were going to go see an art film, what you really meant was you were going to go read subtitles. And there was, I mean, that was what art films were. So I really was able to see, I mean, because my mother was French, because she missed, you know, her language, she often dragged us to French movies that I probably wouldn't have seen otherwise. But what those movies did was give me a real sense of what movies could be. But also the 70s was a great time for American movies too. And as Peter Biskind, you know, says in his book, so, you know, I mean, I think his Raging Bulls book is a lot of fun because it really, but it's also kind of sad because it kind of points to a time in movie making where there weren't quite so many delineations of like what was independent and what was an art film and what was, it was just, there was a sort of passion for, you know, for getting something extraordinary on celluloid, and it didn't really matter so much, you know, what those, you know, what those lines were. And that is certainly not really, that doesn't really seem to be the case anymore.